Welcome back, football fans. You know it's your boy with football in 5 minutes. You know it's your boy Lester.
And it's your boy Dowdy.
And it's your boy Prophet.
And it's Armors.
People,
Across the sea.
Woo! This is the moment you have been waiting for. Mr. Dowdy, this is the moment the fans, the football fans have been waiting for. This is where we separate boys from man. This is when we put the kindergartners one side and we pick the students to go to high school. Talk to me, Mr. Dowdy. What is going to take place starting tomorrow?
All right, fans. Tomorrow the start of the round of 16 for the European Championship. And as Mr. Lester said at first, we have already separated the boys from the men. We're into the knockout segment of the competition. And it's not a draw and hope to get 3 points the next game. It's if you draw extra time and if you lose, you go straight home. The good thing about this tournament is that it's in Europe. All the teams are from Europe, so it's a short journey home. So it's not a long plane ride home. All right? Let us see how these games will go. I know, Prophet, these games gonna be a tough one to call. Prophet, what do you think?
Tough one indeed. It is gonna be very close, like on the seat kind of edge, right? Knife edge. So we just waiting for it to just kick off tomorrow. The first one is on Wales versus Denmark and Italy versus Austria. So those are 2 good games, I believe. So just make us help me to just welcome our overseas base man, Bahamas. What do you think about those matchups, sir?
So we have Wales and Denmark first matchup, and then Italy and Austria. Well,
Yeah.
as far as I can see, as far as we know, I think that the Denmark-Wales game will be something very interesting to watch. Because, Denmark is still playing on a high from certain emotions due to the Christian Eriksen collapse and all these things. And then you've already seen Italy display their talents throughout the group stage, and they look very together as one. It's been a different Italy team from the Italy teams of the past. So I think Austria have their hands full tomorrow in that game.
But we also should remember that this tournament is a tournament for upsets. So only the Prophet, I believe only the Prophet is going to get these scores spot on because he has been right up there. But for me, definitely, my man believe in upset, and I still believe this tournament will go straight up until the final with upsets.
I do believe so. I do believe that for Austria team to upset the Italy team, they must come good on that day. Yes. Because I don't see Italy losing. The momentum that they're coming into the game with right now is a squad. It's like you don't see any single players right there. You see, it's a whole collective effort. So there's like a well-oiled unit right now. That Italy team is very dangerous. They're very dangerous. So for Austria to upset, that would be a huge upset there. Yes. But as I said, the ball is round, so anything can happen. It's all just who come out on the day and decide to play that football.
Yes, Mr. Lester.
Yes.
Mr. Lester, let's go back down memory lane a little bit. And I mean memory lane, just a couple of days ago, when we were talking about this German team after beating Portugal 4-2, they almost didn't make it to the round of 16. Hungry was hungry, Mr. Lester.
Yes.
I told you guys that if hungry is very hungry, they will eat food.
Yes.
But I believe the bookies and also the people that are responsible, they had to trick up their sleeve. And they had to do something like this, something special to draw these 3 teams, the Portugal, the France, and the Germany, out of that group. And what a fantastic way to do it. What a fantastic way to have us, the fans, on the edge. Us, the fans, looking for a barber to trim our hair that day when we see a match like that, when we see a hungry holding a Germany, when we see a Portugal, we see a Cristiano Ronaldo nearly cry, we just see Pogba start crying. But people, they have made it. But it was something special. It was special.
It was indeed. It was indeed something special. Hungry to eat 2 times. And I mean, I believe if they had 10 more minutes in the game, it'll be a different ball game. But as I say, 90 minutes football,
Yeah.
we have to basically expect that things like that will happen. But our main focus is the round of 16. Who do you see progressing into the final 8? What are the predictions for the final 8? Mr. Wilson, let me go with you first. Let me see your final 8.
Predictions for the final 8. Well, I have, Italy is coming out of that game against Austria.
Yes.
All right. We have Denmark coming out riding on a high from their games as well. It gets sticky after that now. Netherlands, I think, will easily dispatch the Czech Republic. And this is where everything else gets a little bit more tricky between Belgium and Portugal. I have no idea which Belgium team will show up, because again, this is the golden generation. This is their chance. It is in their hands. But I do see them edging Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
Another team going through, I see Croatia upsetting Spain.
Mm.
I see France easily taking care of Switzerland. England, it's coming home. Definitely beating Germany. Slightly, but will be beating them. And I think Sweden will be the next team to take the final 8 spot.
All right, so before I take the next 8 from the Prophet and Mr. Lester, just pointed out that you said England taking it home. But remember, we're no longer in the group stage for the match to be played in London. So I don't think England will be taking anything home.
It might not play in Wembley. It might not play in Wembley. But you have to remember, where is the final taking place? Final supposed to take place in Wembley, I think, don't it?
I think the semi-finals and the final will take place at Wembley.
Right. So you know what that means. It's coming home. It is coming home. Remember, I said it first. All right.
Mr. Prophet.
Bahamas, you say it's coming home. But
what kind of food are you talking about?
At the beginning of the tournament, if you said that to me, right? I would give you a huge thumbs up and say, yes, I will jump on that train, right? And say it is going home, it is coming home. But after those displays, I don't feel that way though. I don't feel that way. But nonetheless, as I said, the ball is round. It's other who shows up on that day. But for my picks though, I have some similarity between me and Bahamas there. Like the Wales versus Denmark. They are very emotional right now to the whole Christian Eriksen thing. So I guess that their tails are up in their backs. They are riding on that wave. But I just wondering though, how long that they would ride that wave for, right? Because you can't underestimate a Wales team because they have quality also. But I'm going to give it to Denmark to get by Wales. Italy right there. Italy is a winner there. Netherlands. The Belgium-Portugal game. That game gonna be a tricky game, As Mr. Wilson said there, it's the golden generation. This is the last of that golden generation for me. They have to do it now. If they don't do it now, I don't see them doing it again, even in World Cup next year or any other tournament though. But
well, World Cup next year, they still have a chance.
They still have a chance, but there's a big but there. But again, I'm going to go for that Belgium. I don't see Portugal having enough with a Lukaku in form right there and a De Bruyne coming into the fold, getting back the old De Bruyne and a Hazard, even though the Hazard is not the Hazard of Chelsea, but you can see you still have that little movement and
little glimpse of talent, same way.
Yeah, there's a little glimpse of true talent there. And so I'm going to go with Belgium there. And the Croatia-Spain game. I think Spain will edge it there. I think Spain will just edge it over Croatia. I think they will just a little tiny edge it.
Well, it all depends on which Morata shows up on the day.
I'm begging for the coach. Do not start Morata there. I'm begging. I'm crying out. Please don't start Morata there.
Yes,
but
yes.
We will get into that. And the France game there, they're on the one winner there with the France game. And then the next big thing now is between England and Germany. Sadly, Sir Wilson. Sadly, I love England. I love England to my heart. England was a special place here, but Germany, I just feel like Germany will edge it there. So I just feel like Germany edge it. England don't have that cutting edge, that lethal pass, that killer instinct there.
They
right?
have the lethal players. Coach just can't find the mix.
Exactly. So I don't see them coming out of that game. But I'm gonna go with Germany there. And the Sweden game, Ukraine, Sweden for me there. So that is my pick.
So that's the final 8. The man in football in 5, boss. Let me show you your final 8, the boss. So.
All right, so basically, first and foremost, the Wales and the Denmark game, you know, despite what happened to Christian Eriksen, Denmark had a powerful team. When I talk about Holberg, Christiansen around the back line, Denmark has depth. They have a team, and also they have players who play for Leipzig and so forth, and also they have a bench. So I'm going for Denmark without no hesitation. Secondly, I can close my eyes, and the words that come are saying Italy will win that game without a doubt. You know, Italy basically Immobile. You know, Chiesa, you know, can come off the bench. You understand me? They have an insignia. Italy. Thirdly, this game is gonna be a rough game. Czech Republic versus Netherlands. We should not take this game simple, because there is something going on down by Czech Republic. I see this game going even to extra time. Czech Republic is a very tough team. They can defend, you know, and we know we're gonna see it. So Netherlands will edge it in extra time or penalty shootout, but I don't see them winning this game in 90 minutes. Czech Republic is a very tough team.
Inform Memphis Depay, inform Dumfries, inform Frankie De Jong.
Frankie.
As I say, when you check the teams, them when Netherlands would come up against, remember when you look at even Czech Republic the other day versus England, right? They had something when you look at how them different line job. Organization, it was there. We have to look at those simple things, you know.
I have 1 or 2 players from them I can play.
They have 1 and 2 players, and also we have to look on what we see. I take this even in a Czech Republic with the teams them way in a them league. How them play, even when a Czech Republic team come play against a Arsenal team the other day, how them fight. So you can see there's a little system, the system meaning the mentality them can hold them own. You understand me? Yes, you have a Depay, but when last a Depay come against a team where we're willing them, ready to defend, them ready to defend in a unit. Remember now 1-0 England win the game by now, and also Czech Republic got chance. So I'm looking, yes, Netherlands is gonna win, but it's not gonna be a 3-0, 2-0.
Right.
I'm looking for an extra time. This game is going to be pushed to the edge. Secondly, Belgium versus Portugal. I see Belgium winning this match. A lot of goals are going to be scored in this game. Why I choose Belgium is because of the system, the 3-4-2-1 or the 3-4-3 system. This is what we saw Germany using against Portugal, where the fullbacks. Portugal need to find a solution how to close down the fullbacks for Belgium. If they can't close down that fullbacks, Lukaku will just brace and Pepe, brace and Diaz and score with ease. De Bruyne can do a killer pass, and that is crucial. And Belgium, to me right now, Portugal looking just for Christie to get this ball, but Belgium has options. They have players who need this ball, and persons are not looking at a Belgium. So they are looking at like an underdog now comparing to a Portugal who are defending champions. They have more pressure. They have more things to go for, to win. So when you're the underdog, you're just playing under a lot of pressure. So Portugal is under the pressure. And also after the game that we saw them playing, you saw that they are conceding a lot of goals. And Belgium has been phenomenal. Next, Croatia versus Spain. You know, the last game, Spain quiet a lot of persons. And when you see a Spain team getting the passes together and things starting to click just in the last game like that, and they're scoring 5 goals freely like that, I tell you, Croatia team, Spain is going to dismantle Croatia team about 3 to 4-0 with ease. And I'm not gonna. We have to watch out.
I must Sir Lester,
Yes.
I must differ from that because don't let the score line trick you. Because Spain win 5-0. I watched that game. They weren't impressive to me at all. They were in patches.
If
Don't let the
Morata
scoreline
start,
fool you.
if Morata start,
that, yes, did Morata start as what Mr. Wilson said?
if Morata starts, just know.
You see, in every game, Mr. Cook can clear the amount of shots on target or chance created by that Spain team. They were just not finishing.
But remember, this Croatia team they might not have been so great in the groups.
Yes.
But you have to remember, they are also runners-up from 2018 World Cup, runners-up from the 2018 World Cup, and persons coming back from that 2018 World Cup team. At least half of the team is still there. Perisic, Modric, Kovacic. That midfield three is still strong.
Yes.
Kovacic, Modric, Perisic down the wing. Come on, man. Come on. Remember, Spain is not the Spain of back then.
I think Croatia now is just catching up to the pace of the ball game. If you notice the last two games
they must start playing.
They're really coming into their own now. All right. So I think that is going to be a very interesting game. Passes, the amount of passes doesn't win a football game. The amount of chance created doesn't win a football game. It's all about putting that ball in the net. And that is where Spain have struggled through this tournament. You can realize, don't let that 5-0, like this was 5-0, right?
Don't let 5-0 fool you, Leicester.
As I'm
don't
telling
let that
you,
play in the eyes.
Check, all right, if you check stats, based on even the first game was Spain playing, and that game was a John game, you know.
Nil-all, right?
Nil-all, right? The amount of chance was Spain create and to get simple score. You see, when something start click meaning, like you see, them open a floodgate. Yes, yeah, I said, don't look at the 5-0, but at the end of the day, they won with scoring 5 goals. That's the most goals scored for a team in the league.
So let me ask you this question. In the game where they played Sweden and they drew 0-0, right? I think Sweden had 2 great opportunities to score a goal before half or even after. No, look at the difference between a Sweden team, the quality of the Sweden striker, Isaac, coming from Real Sociedad. Yes, a young footballer, you know. You have to know see the difference between a Croatian striker and a Croatian getting that one simple chance. If Ivan Perisic gets that one chance what Isaac got, there will be a difference between the ball going out the door or the ball set in the back of the Spain net.
No, but all right, you see, as you just said a while ago, you know, about the Croatia team, you know. You see, when you look on Spain, as simple as I see it, you know, Spain team has a depth in it same way. And the coach sometimes is all about getting the chemistry right. Remember, you know, even when we saw what happened to Denmark, you know, enough of us were not looking for a Denmark team to push through like that in the last, you know. Even the other night, we were here joking about the Spain team and so forth. And to see them advancing with momentum that we are talking about, the momentum is the key right there. You understand me? And when you look on a Sweden team, as you're saying, don't take a Sweden team simple. A Sweden team as Lindelof, they have for years, Sweden has always have an organized back line. And if you should check a Croatia team, yes, you will get a moment of Modric, but if Modric doesn't show up to the party, if Modric doesn't look at evil as simple weak eye, I don't want to go into the Premier League, but if Modric doesn't show up in the game that he's supposed to show up in, what will happen to that Croatia team?
You have players around there. You have players around Modric that can be. Because you have a Kovacic there. You have a Badel. You have a lot of players. You have Perisic, as Sir Wilson said. You have players. You have Ante Rebic. You have
Rebic, Kramaric, Kovacic, so much players.
The quietness about this thing, you know, you ever hear them tell us sometimes, same as how we are talking about this Croatia team. No, it's because of, yes, for years we have been hearing about them, but we saw them doing something good in the World Cup. But Spain from 2014 coming up to now hasn't done anything great. So now Spain is a quiet team moving. Yes, we have seen them lose a couple games and so forth, but don't take anything.
So you're saying Spain is basically one of the dark horses?
Yes, don't take anything. Even I had taken away some stuff from them, you know. But when I sit down for a little moment and observe what this Spain team, I'm saying, Lester, you can't take anything away from this Spain team. Even there, I don't kick penalty. So that means that the match I should say, hey, 5 penalty should go, we have to win, we have to win this, you know.
Hey, Lester, let me just add something
Yeah.
to what you have said here, right? Let me just put this in a simple terms.
Mhm.
Spain is going to win the percentage of the football. They are going to have the lion's share of that football.
Yes.
But it's going to be a fine margin. It's going to come down to a fine margin who wants it more. All right.
Yeah.
And if you look around Spain team right now, there are a lot of young players coming through which are inexperienced. So most of the time, you know, Lester, experience is play a big part in winning a football match. All us like a Madrid who know all the tricks in the book, a Perisic, a Kovacic also, they will get the job done. So Spain, if Spain doesn't show up to the party, they will be in problem. They have to score. Creating the chance doesn't count. Possession doesn't count. They must score goals.
I am seeing them scoring goals.
Yeah, man. Move on to the next one. Let's talk. We want to see the finisher there.
The next one is what? France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see France advancing. I see France team advancing, basically. Then no, it's the Germany versus England, eh? No. England has a good team. Germany has
Just
a
say it's coming home, Leicester.
No, you see Mount, you see when you have a key figure when missing out of one team, that look you then call Mason Mount is a key figure. So I see Germany, I'm carrying Germany to beat England in that game. And then the last game, no, what's the last game?
Sweden and Ukraine.
Sweden versus Ukraine. Yes, Sweden is going to advance. So that's my 8.
So Prophet, state the big game. Germany taking it from England. Mr. Wilson saying that England it's coming home.
Coming home.
5 Boss is saying that the game is going to the Germans. For me, I'm just gonna sit and watch and enjoy the game. I'm not going to make a prediction. If I need to make a prediction, I'll call the Prophet, and the Prophet will tell me which team I should go with and which team I should not go with.
Listen, if the day Southgate gets it right, you know, tell you a problem. Watch. Problem.
Sir Wilson, Southgate is playing like a elementary. I think he's so. I told Dodi, if I am an inexperienced coach and if I have that England job, I know I would make my name in football history with that squad.
Without a doubt. For me, you know, it's very simple to play with England squad right now.
England side is simple.
The issue that I find out, he is trying too hard. I don't think they need 2 defensive midfielders, honestly.
No.
If you're going to play a defensive midfielder, Declan Rice is the number 1.
All right. You see what going to happen now? Look, listen what going to happen now. First and foremost, what am I going to do in this game versus Germany? You know, I'm going to go to a back three. You know?
Exactly, and play a wing back. Why?
I'll go to a back three. You know? When right now.
So who do you put in your back three?
He's gonna have Stones, Maguire, and also he's gonna have Kyle Walker in there, right? Then he's gonna have, to me, if I'm supposed to start, I would start Reece James at right fullback, because we saw what Reece James did in the Champions League finals, right?
Yeah.
Then now in midfield, I'm gonna have what's his name again? Declan Rice. And then I would have Grealish.
So this is where it gets sticky now, Leicester, because if he's going to go to a back three, he's still going to play 2 defensive midfielders.
Why me say him go to a back three? You know, him go try to match up with the German.
I don't have a problem when he go to back three.
Because I dare set I go hurt him, because what he should have been doing was playing a back three, because England has been playing good with a back three.
Leicester, I don't have a problem with him doing a back three. My problem is when you go to a back three, tell me the need and the reason for having two defensive midfielders.
Needed.
So it's
Two
going to go
defensive
to a
midfielders.
back three with Maguire, Kyle Walker right, Maguire left, John Stone central, Reece James right flank.
Trippier.
Shaw or Chilwell.
Trippier, because he won't be playing with Luke Shaw on the left, you
They
know.
won't be playing Luke Shaw. Trippier.
Trippier up on the left, who does not have a left foot. But I mean, again, Southgate is Southgate.
I
Calvin
mean,
Phillips.
This England team sound a little bit confused, like they don't know what to do on the day, and I believe that
That's gonna cause a problem. Listen up, you see, identity. Listen, you see, identity is very important. Identity.
So,
As a coach, to maintain an identity. If you notice right now, this England team hasn't been playing with any identity right
No.
now. You understand me?
sorry for
You-
Hurricane.
You get me? And you see, listen, you see, same as I, me can call certain name right now. You have certain coach panic in big moments. And you see low
Guardiola.
experience. You get me? Low very experience. And Germany has been playing with this formation. Yes, we have seen them score goals. It's like I can know who I will start, who I going to do so, who I going to do so. On this moment, check how much shots even on target you have seen from even Hurricane, the striker.
All right, stick up in right there. See this
Yeah.
this game, you know, is battle of which coach is the most cokehead, you know, which coach can't find the farm, you know. Remember, Joachim Löw is one of the well, when you have international coaches, you don't expect a coach to stay into the international team more than 3 years. Joachim Löw has been there from what, 2006 World Cup. You know what? That's a long time, you know. So you know the identity is not going to change. That's why everybody can figure them out. No, with Southgate, can't find an identity. But anyway, just want to say one thing, and this is for me, Leicester and Mr. Dowdy. As long as he keeps Sancho on the bench, he's coming to Man U. That's it.
No, but and that's it. You see, to me, I don't know what's the issue, but when you look at a Sancho,
When you don't play in the Premier League, you cannot play for England. It's that simple.
so it me I try tell you now, say, so you see, it's answer the question. You know in yourself, you know, sir.
Me know what the coach thinking about.
You know, you know, but yet still you are say it a come home at England.
It's coming home the same way.
But you soon as if you not understand where you say because you know say this coach I work off a lot of ego, right? All right. Facts.
yes.
Facts. Watch this now. Bam. Germany coach don't say we're on the day in a farm to go start in a forward line. You catch levels of the pan. You could have said we're in a Germany player and me have to start. No, he did what is best. He started in a Kyle Havertz, he started in a Gnabry. You catch levels of the pan. He starting players that he trusts, he knows that can do this job. You see a Sancho, Hurricane can close in here and knows him I get an assist. And I facts that.
As far as I know, you know, I can't. Southgate, like I say, with England team, with Southgate's English teams, if you don't, for me, if from what I've seen, if you don't really play your trade, or if you haven't played your trade in the Premier League, he will not play you. No.
He's just a moment coach, you know. You see,
Yeah, because-
once a player have a moment, like you see
Yeah.
Lingard have a moment, you see run, go and call back Lingard fast. It's a
Correct.
moment.
Look at it. Look at the 17-year-old that plays with Sancho at BVB. He's playing.
Bellingham.
He chance to go on the field. Why Sancho is not getting a chance? Why Sancho not getting the opportunity to go there on the field?
Why?
Because he's saying that he's used. If you're not playing in England, you're not going to play. But the 17-year-old not playing in England. He's
Oh,
playing.
well. Let's say, with Sancho's case, then it's a matter of trust. Don't trust Sancho.
But-
Just don't trust Sancho.
Sir Wilson, with trust, no matter what you are talking about, say you want victory. So that's why I'm saying no. Sorry, with having a Kimmich and a Goshin, they know that, look, they are going to start. You see, the people know, the fans know. Even, look, he's trying to hold at Grealish. Yes, we know we talk certain things about Grealish, but at the moment, Grealish is the man. Grealish is the player if you don't have a
First
base
man on
player.
the team sheet every single game if me coach England.
But if
Jack
he had
Grealish.
the option, no, but if he had the option, he wouldn't even want to start at Grealish.
Because he would have gone with his baby boy Nathan Mount.
They catch levels where I'm at. So
No offense, Mr. Coke.
I'm saying no, Mr. Wilson. This game, Germany versus England game, yes, they have a lot of youth. Yes, they have a lot of players who can do this player. But you see, English League, is different. You ever hear this saying, come at the moment, come at the man. You have certain people know about the moment. When certain moment call, big players know to step up. A Muller, we step up on you. A Kimmich, we step up on you. A Cruz, we step up on you. Gundogan wasn't playing so fantastic. You know, and he changed him. You have a Sane, who we know he can breeze past a Maguire. You catch me? These are the things we have to look at in our game. If he doesn't start as Sancho, even Phil Foden had a little minor game. And when you look, he changed him. He didn't use him. Why isn't he not using Sancho? Sancho, who was the most assists.
Listen, when this game is finished, when England win 1-0, you know.
Yeah,
When England win 2-1, Leicester, when England win 2, when England, Leicester, when England win 2-1, you're first person, Macaulay. First.
No, I'm gonna make sure me have on data. You know, say I see him so we get money in our life. And all the friend I tell you say, you know, say your woman I give you money. I say, no man. I am saying to you, Mr. Wilson.
Just
So,
wait, man.
as a
Tony, Cook, the cities,
issue,
England.
listen, he reminds me of Solskjaer. When the moment count, they don't have that. The pressure came on England too quick. They were not expecting to face a Germany team at this moment. Are they ready for this? Ben Chilwell, who has been playing fantastic, he's not there. Mason Mount, the golden boy, a leader, a true leader, not a mama lassie.
May I give Southgate a call? I give him a call.
Give him a fact.
Give him a call.
Sir Lester.
Yes, sir.
You're right about that comparison that you just about social whatever we're coaching him, United coaching him, and a Southgate. You know that England made the fewest substitutions.
Yeah, he not just something wrong. Oh, can I have a Sancho, Mr. Dodi? Listen, all right. Teachers and teachers, soon to be teacher, right? Let's look at this now. We have learned a lot at school at the GC for Psychology of Physical Education and Sports. In this moment, in this game, fam, we have seen where Southgate, when certain moment come up on them, he doesn't know what to do. It's like he has 11 players and he's saying, look, these are the 11 players that their name have been calling in the English league. These are the players I trust. I don't know if it's because he and Sancho is not having a little beer or drinking, or Sancho name is not calling up on any girl or something like that. Why aren't you not? Listen, Sancho has been doing assists. You, Mr. Wilson, you know that's why Manchester United is going after Sancho. That's why we want a Sancho. We can rest a Martial. I'm not going to go into that. What I'm saying, why is that this man not starting a Sancho?
I wouldn't say starting, but I definitely think Sancho should get sufficient minutes.
The problem with a Sancho, you see, the problem with a Sancho, they say that Sancho is the best one-on-one.
Man is deadly. Man is deadly.
Yeah, sorry about that. They say that Sancho is the best one-on-one for going past players, but maybe they're saying that Jack Grealish, right, and him, they have the same similarities there. So maybe that's where he trusts.
So, well, let me go. Like I say, English players playing England, and so I can't really.
So
sorry about that again. So maybe that is where he say that you rather put a Grealish in over Sancho, because if you look at going forward, they have a Sterling and a Rashford, what you know that can run behind.
Rashford don't play like that. Defenders.
So Sancho is not like that. Sancho is more the one to get the ball to him, and he will go past people with the ball. He's not going to make that bursting run, right? He and Jack plays the same way. So the thing, Sir Wilson, the thing that Southgate is to get right is a balance in that side. Players complement players, and he's not doing that.
Boy, I think it's easy to write England team from my hand. Start with a back four. If you don't want to play a back four, start with a back four. Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. Declan Rice sitting in the middle. You have Jack Grealish one side
out.
line midfield.
And amount.
No, not out left, Not out left, Because you can remember say you can play at midfield 3 pivot, Declan Rice deep, Jack Grealish with any other midfielder. Don't care who it be.
The key to this game, you see the
Marcus
key to
Rashford one side, Sterling left side, Harry Kane through the front. I have no problem. But
you see the key to this
Southgate
game.
is Southgate.
You see the key to this game is getting in a D mid right. And as we have been saying, it doesn't make any sense using 2 D mid, right? If I should please a player and use a player, you see this union, Kevin Phillips, you see going forward and even in defense, this youth can even slide into the back three. Why? This is what Marco Bielsa has been teaching them at
He's
Leeds.
versatile.
So basically, he is versatile like that. So it is going to give a Kyle Walker, a Trippier, more freedom to do what they want to do. You know, and we were reasoning with a friend the other day. And I think, as the friend was saying, Declan Rice is really overrated. Give a Kevin Phillips that game. Then in that space that Declan Rice now, you can add on a more creative player. You can add on a next player now that can move this ball, a next player that can just make that eye-catching pass.
See, my thing with that now, My thing with that now, I have a Chelsea fan. I've only put Chelsea fans as friends, So they put in one of the football groups. I mean, the difference between N'Golo Kante and Declan Rice. N'Golo Kante is not a midfielder from this planet, people. We need to get that straight. You cannot compare. You can't. Hold on, Lester. You can't compare Declan Rice to N'Golo Kante.
When
N'Golo Kante is not your average or ordinary defensive midfielder. Declan Rice is what you call an outright CDM. Outright CDM. Sit in front of the back four, play the ball forward, move the ball sideways. N'Golo Kante now.
Comparing a Declan Rice to a Kante. It's like Declan Rice is pound rice and a Kante is jasmine rice. Is that right?
Listen, fam. And maybe we have different times, but I write my point today now. You see, N'Golo Kante. All right. What you need to do is write a letter, stating to your friends. You know we have done English class and stuff like that. Stating to your friends that, look, when you're reasoning about certain type of player who are at a certain type of caliber, N'Golo Kante, you don't put him on that paper with a Declan Rice. You are disrespecting the man quality. Declan Rice hasn't even won anything. N'Golo Kante has won it from Leicester City, Chelsea to France. So you have to put some R, meaning respect, on the name of N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante.
Why?
So use someone else. Compare Declan Rice.
I don't know. Declan Rice, like I said, Declan Rice, I wouldn't say overrated, but definitely, well, we all know, all right, if Declan Rice is overrated, every English footballer is overrated. Because I don't think you see what's happening right now. For me, Jack Grealish don't worth 116 million. Which part? No way. I can't find a better footballer than Jack Grealish right now at the age of 17, 16. Where cost what? Maybe what? Even 15 million, 30 million? Why would I waste one? Look at Harry Kane now. Harry Kane in the latter stage of his career, reaching his prime, 27 now, going for 100 million. When I can go buy Cristiano Ronaldo for less than that and get more goals. Mad. English media, no. English is different. It's the problem.
But look at the Hurricane now. 100 million. How would they value a Lukaku? 300 million, 400 million.
And he's a better striker than Hurricane.
Why Lukaku who's scoring for Inter Milan? He's scoring for Belgium in this Euro. Why
he is showing up.
Lukaku.
Dodi, that man is showing up on every single game. Every game. Don't disappear for big games.
Besides that United, he went over to Inter Milan, he went to Syria.
Prove it even more.
In Euros, and we've seen it same way.
Younger than Hurricane.
$1 beside Lukaku name.
No, but my problem is, you're paying 100 million for Hurricane, right? Proven Premier League striker. But before that, let's go back probably a decade ago. You pay probably maybe 40 million for Sergio Aguero, who delivered multiple titles, multiple scoring champ. That man was world class differently. I don't think Harry Kane is going to be the difference. If they get a Haaland, fine. Albeit, because that man
remember,
That one
right?
different.
I go back on the Euros, right? I go back on the Euros. What we really have to listen on our family. It's what we really have about this
It's
game
coming home.
is that no, you see with Declan Rice and Kevin Phillips, you see same as how Chelsea where he would use a Mason Mount, have a Havertz. He needs an creative player in the mix, in the midfield right there. Yes, you can have two wonderful wingers, but have one sitting and have one free. Get that next creative.
You don't need that though. If you have one sitting and you put in the creative midfielders in front of you, Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho, Phil Foden. I don't see my problem was the last game he played against Czech Republic. Take off Calvin Phillips or Declan Rice, put on Jordan Henderson. And the reason why I put on Jordan Henderson is his baby. Jordan Henderson is the leader. You want to give Jordan Henderson minutes on them belt. And for some reason, if the man been injured, how long? We're not starting him, we're not playing him, we're not coming to Euros. I don't need you. I have 2 or 3 players in your position. Jude Bellingham is better than you right now. Sit down, old man. No need for Jordan Henderson.
So even with all of those, all right.
Anybody can coach England.
Sir Wilson, even with all those points that you have just given, even with all those facts,
It's
that
still coming home.
No, I know. That's how we are. The mentality, we like to stress ourselves. But it's true. Me want to make sure my shirt can fit me. Germany. Germany. Germany.
Germans.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson, the only thing going on to England would have gone a couple weeks ago, and that's the Champions League. That's the only thing going to England. That's the only thing is staying in England, Mr. Wilson. The Champions League.
And it gone to the right place too, right in London.
Right in London. The only thing we're staying going to London for this year 2021. Only thing.
But I mean, we focus on the Germany-England match. That is not even the top of the top match in the next round fixtures. You know, we really have looked past the leading goal scorer in the world and the golden generation game. But like I said, that game is up in the air for anyone to take it. And I still feel like anybody.
Belgium versus Portugal to me is the biggest game right now.
That's the thing. What we're looking at, we're looking at a Belgium-Portugal game. When Belgium, either one who progressed from that game, have to play Italy next.
Give me a second. All right. I have to wrap up now. Yes. Pull, come.
Yeah, man. So all fun and games start now. Everything serious start now. Just make sure say when England win, everybody just call me same time.
Yes, man. No, but we know, you see, all right, listen, my friend. We know what we have to do, we have to just call someone, one of your family members, let them write a will or something like that, because I know you are going to take this game serious. So the glass, I would want the glass. So let me put dibs on the glass. The football fans. Talk to me, Sir Dowdy. Let's, talk to us.
I mean, we had an interesting night in terms of who we think will make it to the last 8 of the competition. Interesting point, interesting argument. We heard from the Prophet, we heard from the man all the way in the Bahamas, and of course, the Football in 5 boss stated that Germany will win, and the Belgium game is giving it to Belgium. I am just here for the ride. I'm just here for the journey. And I am just, as I said before, if I am curious on which team will win, I'll definitely give the Prophet a call, because the Prophet has been spot on. So Mr. Football 5 box. What do you have?
One more thing before we close.
Yes.
United hasn't won. I'm a United fan. We haven't won any title. So maybe Sir Wilson want Maguire to leave the trophy for the week. Football fan. It's your boy. With football in 5 minutes.